Welcome over to Automotive World, everyone. I'm your host, Animation. We have a new story coming in at the end of the night. We're usually not filming too late, but we have a brand new story coming from Motor One. We're going to use the article here, written by Anthony Alanis here. We'll have it linked in the description. Lamborghini is issuing a recall over the Urus for hoods that could detach at high speeds. Now, this recall is brand new. We just learned about this recall, so if we actually go onto NHTSA's website, it is currently not on the recall yet, as this is not a recall that they discovered. Lamborghini, however, is issuing the recall on the SUVs because the hoods could fly open or detach from the vehicle. That's going to include models from 2023 to 2024. It's going to include Urus Performante and Urus S models. Roughly, it's going to affect 2,133 vehicles. But the automaker believes only 2% may have the defect. Obviously, it's a Lamborghini. This is not a high volume seller. This is not a large volume car. So 2% of that, I mean, we're looking at maybe a handful or two, So, but this is a bit interesting. This is an issue that Lamborghini discovered. Lamborghini does say at speeds above 94 miles per hour, the issue could allow small gaps to form between the hood and the front bumper. That increased airflow can overstress the latch mechanism, causing it to fail. That hood could also snap back, obviously obscuring the driver's view, damaging the windshield, or it can also just completely detach, and that is also in itself still a safety hazard for not only the vehicle, but it can cause hazard to other drivers on the road. This is an issue that Lamborghini discovered. Like I said, this is not on NHTSA as of right now. This is an issue that Lamborghini actually discovered in last August of last year. They received 2 warranty claims about the Urus's hood and the fenders being misaligned over in Europe. So they did launch an investigation with the supplier, and they couldn't find any additional cases. They did work with the supplier to improve just the manufacturing process and quality control and things. However, they fast forward to February, a Urus in Indonesia suffered a complete detachment at the hood at high speed, and that led Lamborghini essentially to launch another inquiry into the issue of the latches, looking for defective rivet studs, and essentially that's what has happened here. Lamborghini is going to begin to notify customers in late June, early July of this year in 2024. So within the next few months or so, we will get owners of Uruses will get, if you are part of that recall, you will get some letters and things sent in the mail. Like I said, this comes from this part supplier that Lamborghini began to use. They used it in early February, but this really comes from last year in August. There was 2 warranty claims about in Europe. However, obviously until that time there was no other claims. But then, however, in Indonesia, they did suffer in this year in February in Indonesia. There was a case where the hood just had a complete detachment, completely flew off, and that is what led Lamborghini to relaunch that investigation. And they are now issuing this recall after finding in that investigation that the hood latches, or the hoods itself, at very high speeds, or speeds as they say above 94 miles per hour, can cause the hoods to either just completely open, hit the windshield, cracking the windshield, and obviously that's a safety hazard, or just also completely fly off as well. So is this is this a big deal? Yes, when your hoods are flying off, it's a big deal. Here's the thing though, it's just a quality control issue, and this is Lamborghini. Most people don't have a Lamborghini. Like I said, Lamborghini says 2,133 vehicles are in that in the affected range. However, the automaker just believes about 2% have the defect. So even out of these, we could say 2,100 plus vehicles that are potentially affected, they only believe just a few to have the defect. So does this matter to normal people like me and you? Probably not, no. But it's interesting just to see a recall with Lamborghini like this, just because you expect with the quality that Lamborghini takes, you don't really expect to see many recalls. So this is a bit interesting. This really isn't going to mean too much though. Lamborghini's already got it under control. That's going to do it for now, but thanks for watching, everyone.